So, lads, we are 13 days. We're less than 2 weeks from the CBA deadline, and I'm going to be honest, 0%. That is the odds I give the CBA of getting completed by the deadline. 0%. I think that if nothing else, I'm being generous by saying 0%. 0% might be, in fact, too high. It legitimately might be too high. And a big reason for that is that, there's no way, we don't know what the hell's going to happen with Kathy. We actually don't know what's going to happen with Kathy Engelbert. And we don't know what's going to happen with her. We don't know what's going to happen with Unrivals. We just don't know. There's so many unknowns right now in the WNBA. There's so many unknowns with the CBA that I just can't see it happening. I just can't see it happening anytime soon. But also, we have to take into account that it needs to be done somewhat quickly. By somewhat quickly, I mean there's an expansion draft. There's obviously a draft. There's free agency. And what happens if there's training camp? Like, what happens if all of them have to happen at the one time? Like, if all of them have to happen at the one time, we're in a really, really weird... We're in a really weird scenario then where you've just got you've got the season starting late, and if the season doesn't happen, everyone's fucked. Like, if this season does not happen, everyone, and I mean this when I say this, other than Nafisa Collier and Breanna Steward, everyone's fucked. I don't think there's enough. I don't think the other players have enough equity. Like, I don't think the other players have enough equity in Unrivaled to benefit enough from the WNBA being cancelled. Like, I genuinely think that the players are, like, it's going to screw a lot of them. It's going to really, really screw with a lot of these players. But at the end of the day, I don't think it's not going to be done. I think it's going to be done. 1,000% I think it's going to be done. Because I genuinely think that Adam Silver will make sure it's done. Adam Silver will absolutely make sure that it's that this gets done, because he's talking about future things where the WNBA are going to play in China and they're going to do all this stuff. Like, you don't understand how much more money the WNBA or the NBA is going to lose on NBA Europe. But the amount of money the NBA are going to gain by basically controlling the world basketball ecosystem, that's something that people don't understand, is that the NBA are looking to control the world basketball ecosystem, not just basketball in America. They're looking to control, I think the NBA are going to take charge of, they're going to combine with FIBA and get involved in the Olympics somehow. Even though FIBA are the world basketball body, I think the NBA are going to end up, I don't think FIBA is going to go anywhere. I don't think they're trying to overthrow FIBA. But like EuroLeague, the reason why NBA Europe can exist, that EuroLeague is not a FIBA league. EuroLeague's not governed by FIBA. So EuroLeague can do whatever the fuck they want. And selling to the NBA is a pretty big money deal. It's a pretty big money deal there. And so you've got that. As well as that, you've then got the women's basketball, where you have the biggest women's basketball league. Regardless of what anyone says about unrivaled pay, the WNBA is 100 times bigger than Unrivaled. So you've got that. And then you've got all of the momentum that it currently has. Like, Adam Silver absolutely will not let it happen. She will not let it happen, because he will not let it happen. Because if he lets it happen, he has basically said, okay, for the sake of a couple of million, we have fucked this. The Saudis are backing women's basketball. The Saudis are backing this shit. So clearly it's going somewhere. Clearly women's basketball is going somewhere. We, for the sake of a couple of million, we might fuck this so badly that we basically give up control of the best women's basketball league in the world to a bunch of players. I just don't think that's going to happen. I genuinely don't. And I think that it's something that a lot of people are, a lot of people thinking that there's going to be a lockout. The second Adam Silver has been getting involved. The second Adam Silver gets involved, it's like, there's going to be an agreement. There's going to be an agreement. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. For the sake of 30 to 40 million, when in 3 years' time you're able to renegotiate the media deal and make way more than that, that's what it would cost. It would cost an extra maybe 30, I'd say they're maybe 30 to 40 million a season as a league. So they're probably like 3 to 4 million a season per team off what they want. I think the players are hardballing on the revenue split that they're never going to get. I think they're hardballing on that because they know, because they're never going to get the split, it means they're going to get a better fixed deal. That's just my guess for this whole thing. That would be my guess. But yeah, that's just my opinion on it all. Like, there's a 0% chance it gets done by October the 31st. I think there's a near 0% chance that this gets done before day one of Unrivaled, which is like the 3rd or 4th of January. I think there's a very, very small percent chance that this gets done. But at the same time, like, we are looking at a CBA where, and this is my favorite thing about this, there's all these weird shit in American sports leagues that they need a CBA, and it's not just pay the players what they want. Because if there was no CBA in place and there was no salary cap and teams could do whatever the fuck they want, you would see, like, Joe Tsai nearly had to sell the Liberty because he had his own plane and he let his players fly in his plane because he didn't want them flying commercial. He nearly had to sell his team over that. It's the most American thing ever, this CBA. Like, it's like, oh, we want players to get paid more. It's like, there are literally owners in this league that will pay the players more. Like, just like in any other sports league where it's realistically a meritocracy. It's one of those things where, okay, yeah, if you want to pay players more, yeah, we'll go there. We'll go to the team that pays us the most money. We'll all go there. Okay, yeah, all these lower teams. If these owners, if you guys can't afford to compete with the top teams, okay, cool. Go sell your club to an owner who can. But anyway, yeah, that's the video. I'll see you guys.